Hello there, and welcome to the channel. Are you, like me, finding that your digestive system just isn't what it used to be? As we journey past 50, it sometimes feels like bloating, discomfort, or unpredictable. Bowel habits are just part of the deal, doesn't it? I've certainly had my share of moments wondering if I'd ever enjoy a meal without worrying about the aftermath. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? It's a really common experience. In fact, I was reading that a significant number of us over 50 deal with some sort of digestive complaint regularly. We're talking about things like irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS, which can mean cramping, abdominal pain, bloating, gas, and diarrhea or constipation, or both. Then there's GERD, or gastroesophageal reflux disease, that awful heartburn and indigestion. And let's not forget issues like diverticulitis, which can cause severe abdominal pain, or even just general sluggishness and discomfort after eating. For a long time, I just thought it was something I had to live with. These issues aren't just inconvenient. They can really impact our energy levels, our mood, and even our ability to absorb vital nutrients from our food. It can affect our sleep, our social lives basically, our overall quality of life. But after doing a lot of my own digging, I've come to understand that there's so much we can do to support and even heal our digestive systems. And that's exactly what I want to share with you today. Gut Health 101, some simple, actionable steps I've learned that can genuinely help heal your digestive system. This isn't about complicated diets or expensive supplements, but about understanding our bodies better and making smart, gentle choices. So, what are the actual upsides of focusing on our gut health? Well, my research has shown me it's about so much more than just feeling comfortable after meals. When our gut is happy, everything else tends to follow. I was amazed when I read some research, I believe it was from the National Institutes of Health, suggesting that a healthy gut microbiome, that's all the trillions of tiny organisms living in our digestive tract, is crucial for strong immunity. Apparently, a huge portion of our immune system is actually located in our gut. Then, studies from places like Harvard Medical School have highlighted the gut-brain axis, showing a direct link between gut health and our mood, even cognitive function. I recall reading an article, I think it was from Johns Hopkins Medicine, that pointed out how better gut health can lead to improved nutrient absorption, meaning we get more bang for our buck from the healthy foods we eat. And the Mayo Clinic has published articles explaining how a balanced gut can contribute to maintaining a healthy weight and even reducing the risk of certain chronic diseases. It's not just about avoiding discomfort. It's about boosting our overall vitality and long-term well-being. Now, let's talk about what I've learned. We should seriously consider limiting or even avoiding the worst food combinations for our gut. Through my research, I learned that you should absolutely avoid pairings, large amounts of processed foods, especially those high in refined sugars and unhealthy fats, with, well, anything if you're trying to heal your gut. These foods can feed the bad bacteria in our gut and promote inflammation. I remember reading a study, I think it was referenced by the American Heart Association, about how trans fats, often found in fried foods and baked goods, can be particularly damaging to the gut lining. And highly processed meats, I discovered. You must never combine these with a low-fiber diet. If you want to avoid serious digestive upset in the long run, artificial sweeteners are another big one. Some research I came across suggested they can negatively alter our gut bacteria. And for many of us, especially as we get older, large amounts of dairy, particularly if you're lactose intolerant, combined with other rich, fatty foods, can be a recipe for disaster. I also found that excessive alcohol, especially when consumed with spicy or very acidic foods, can really irritate the gut lining for many people. It's all about listening to your body. But these are some common culprits I've learned to be wary of. On the flip side, what I found incredibly helpful is to strategically combine gut-friendly foods to really amplify the positive effects. What I learned is to always eat plenty of fiber-rich foods, think fruits, vegetables, legumes, and whole grains with lots of water. Fiber is like a workout for your gut, and water helps it do its job smoothly. Probiotic-rich foods are fantastic. I've found that combining something like plain yogurt or kefir, which contains live beneficial bacteria, with prebiotic foods, really gives your gut a boost. Prebiotics are types of fiber that feed the good bacteria. Things like bananas, onions, garlic, and asparagus are great sources. I read in a few places, possibly some articles, from nutritional research journals, that this combination is incredibly powerful for building a healthy microbiome. Fermented foods like sauerkraut, kimchi, and miso are also wonderful. I learned to always eat these with a balanced meal to aid digestion. For instance, a side of sauerkraut with lean protein and vegetables. Healthy fats are important too. Combining foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids like salmon or flax seeds with leafy greens can help reduce inflammation in the gut. I've personally found that a breakfast of oatmeal, a great prebiotic with berries, antioxidants and fiber, and a dollop of plain yogurt probiotics, is a fantastic start to the day, or a simple lunch of lentil soup. Fiber and protein with a side of whole grain bread. These combinations aren't just good for your gut, they're delicious. Now, something I've also discovered that plays a huge role in gut health, and honestly, our overall well-being, is our sleep environment and lifestyle. It might seem unrelated, but trust me, it's all connected. I've learned that getting quality sleep is paramount. When we sleep, our body, including our gut, repairs and regenerates. So, creating an optimal sleep environment has become key for me. I make sure my bedroom is cool, dark, and quiet. Investing in comfortable bedding made a surprising difference. I also established a relaxing bedtime routine, maybe a warm bath, some light reading, or gentle stretching, no screens for at least an hour before bed. That blue light really messes with your sleep hormones. Another thing I've incorporated is getting some daytime sunlight exposure. It helps regulate our circadian rhythm, which influences not just sleep, but also our digestive rhythms. And regular, appropriately timed exercise, nothing too strenuous, especially in the evenings, has been a game changer. A brisk walk in the afternoon can do wonders for both stress levels and digestion. Managing stress through whatever works for you, meditation, deep breathing, spending time in nature is also crucial, as stress can directly impact our gut. Of course, it's super important to approach any changes with a bit of caution. What works wonders for one person might not be suitable for another. I've learned that it's vital to listen to your own body. If you have any pre-existing conditions, like Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or severe IBS, or if you're on any regular medications, especially things like blood thinners or diabetes medication, please talk to your doctor or a registered dietitian before making any significant dietary changes. I can't stress this enough. Some high-fiber foods, for example, might initially cause more gas or bloating if you increase them too quickly. It's often best to make gradual changes. And if you're trying new, fermented foods, start with small amounts to see how your body reacts. These are just things I've learned along the way. And professional guidance is always the best policy when it comes to your health. I truly hope sharing what I've learned on my gut health journey has been helpful for you. If you found this information valuable, please do give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more tips on healthy aging. Don't forget to click that little notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And please, share this with anyone you think might benefit. We're all in this journey together. Now for our little engagement bit today. I'd love to know, what's the one food or habit that you feel has made the biggest positive difference to your digestive health? Or perhaps, what's your biggest gut health challenge right now? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I read all of them, and it's a wonderful way for us to learn from each other and build a supportive community. Thanks so much for watching, and here's to a happier, healthier gut for all of us. See you in the next video.